Arsenellas, it looks like, coming up.
So these all look like more Acanella. We don't really need to stop them anymore. But I did want to make a comment that this is a really good sign. Acanella is one of the host, or the main host species for the commercially valuable gold coral, which is parazoanthid. So seeing Acanella here could potentially be gold coral here as well. We'll have to find out. But none of the colonies we've come across so far show any signs of gold coral invading them.
Is that a little squat lobster down there?
So these fissures, you know, when we keep seeing these fissures, which we've seen a lot of orthogonal faulting, we've seen a lot of probably some strong extensional faulting, both in the carbonate crust and in the surrounding volcanics.
It's a battle.
It's a loose rock we wanted. We were looking for a rock, but
is that loose? We could see if it is.
I don't know if they're looking for any of these rocks.
I think they have a rock.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if they want.
We have one rock. We could be interested in picking up a carbonate.
I think that's loose.
At least what we think is a carbonate.
Oh, yeah, that's loose. Yep. Well, if you want it, it's loose. Otherwise, we can
I'd like you to
continue
pick it up. And then I'd like to be able to look at it a little bit more.
Do you want to? Okay, you want to pick it up?
Nav, can we stop the ship?
I think so.
Sure can. I'm on it. Bridge, this is Nav. Can we go ahead and stop the ship right here? Thank you, Bridge.
Oh, I didn't see the lasers. Were they on it?
You want the lasers?
Yeah, we can put the lasers on it. You could give it a tilt up, Josh. I'm trying to get my joy lock in. Do you think we want to pick that up, Watchley?
I think so. What do you think? I'm asking the biology science lead. I'm not sure why.
It's up to you. We can do whatever.
Let's pick it up and look at it before we drop it into a box.
Okay.
Did you stop the ship?
Yes, ship is stopped.
Okay, thank you. Your hydraulics are up.
Copy. Fighting.
Yeah, I guess the other thing is if you can stay down.
Yeah. We'll get it. Jeez.
Auto heading?
Yeah, maybe. Just. It's not really the heading, it's the forward and up and down. I mean,
So a serious shot.
What?
A serious shot.
Oh my! I'm telling you, it looks so different than anything I expected to see today. Which I'm assuming that's true for you as well.
Yeah, but and
probably probably for our shoreside scientists. I'm not sure any of us expected to see this type of geology.
You might
good
turn to your. I don't know if that'll help.
We'll get it here. It's even hard to lateral that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
ROV, if it's too hard to pick up, just keep moving. I don't want us to get stuck here forever.
We'll give it one more shot here. We're kind of waiting on the ship anyway.
Okay. Oh my God, it's cold in here.
Jeez.
So for those of you joining us at home, right now we're just looking at this piece of what we think is carbonate crust, thinking about trying to see if we can pick it up. But as you've probably noticed, the currents are very strong. It's been hard to keep the ROV down.
Okay. Right.
Hydraulics good.
Hydraulics are up.
Can you bring up Mini Zeus if you feel comfortable? Nav, can you watch Sirius view for us?
Yep.
So while we're looking at this rock being collected, Bruce Mundy, one of our fish experts on the shoreside, he's been looking into the green eye species we just saw, and he said that most of the green-eyed species from around here tend to be albatrossi, borealis, and also an undescribed species. Agassiz has also been reported from North Pacific, but identification needs to be re-examined. And there's also Chlorophthalmus pectoralis, which is known from the Okinawan trough. But of course, that is a long way from Guam, so we're not quite sure what exactly that species of lizardfish is. Well, not lizardfish, but green eye, close relative of lizardfish.
Does it bother you if I move the camera?
No.
Or do you want me to tell you I'm moving it?
No. It's okay. That roll bothers me.
All right, so we're looking at picking up this rock right now.
Yeah.
We found a nice loose one sitting on top of a whole bunch of in situ crust.
Yeah, that roll.
Pretty soft.
Yeah.
We need a stronger hand on that guy.
Why don't I just crush it?
Okay, can you tilt up for me?
Roger. Building up.
Are you kidding?
Oh. That's why it was so hard to pick up.
Yeah. Okay, well, actually, you can zoom video if you want.
Zooming in. I'm going to give you some more light.
There's a sea star on it. Ooh. Or a brittle star.
Holding here.
Brittle star. Oh, and he's gone.
Anymore.
He's aboard.
Tilting up a little bit.
He's out of there.
Yeah.
That definitely looks carbonate-y, right? Because look at where the scratch marks are.
Do we want it or no?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, starboard rock box.
Starboard, copy.
Yep. Starboard wing, I'm going to bring inboard.
Okay, you're done rock collections for today. You've got 2 in the bag.
All right.
Okay.
Tilting down on Mini Zeus. That's a big guy, huh?
Yeah. I think
You get to carry that out of the ROV as well.
All right, let's make sure this guy gets in the bucket. That's a much bigger rock than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was deceptive.
Just go
That's a
ahead and drop
massive
it.
rock.
It didn't look that big.
Bomb.
Thank you.
Okay, collected.
Right.
Amazing.
Clear?
Thank you.
Awesome.
Retracting.
Copy.
Okay, onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards. Aye.
I'm going to go ahead and call ship move in.
Yep. Yeah, that sounds good then.
Oh,
Rotor's
no.
rolling.
We lost power here.
Dry lab, we are. We lost power.
I don't know what's going on here.
Okay.
E-stops?
Boy.
E-stop.
Even the security cams.
I don't know what just happened.
Alright.
No, we lost the GUI also.
Can we bring the camera up here on the?
Can we?
Sorry.
Can we get somebody checking e-stops places?
So shoreside science, you may have noticed that your screens just went, or at least one of your screens went a little bit
Bridge, this is nav.
icky. We're going to figure out what's happening,
lost high
and
voltage on the vehicles.
we'll let you know as soon as we know what's
Can I
going
have you
on.
come forward at 0.3 knots?
Coming up on the winch.
Bridge, this is nav. Can you have an engineer come to the control room? Thank you, Bridge.
Yeah, we have you, Deck A.
Copy. Dan, if you could raise Jeff somewhere, that'd be good. He might be working out. Can we get Jeff down in the, looking at the PDU? Get Jeff. PDU down in the winch room.
Thank you, Bridge.
What other e-stops are there? Is there one on the PDU? Is there someone? Oh, we have green light. Coming back on.
ROV jet, please check the PDU in the winch room. ROV jet, please check the PDU.
We lost high voltage. We just came back on.
What?
We just came back on.
You lost it and then it just came back?
I don't know if an e-stop was out or not. Hey, Deck, was an e-stop in? Hey, we have Sirius.
Bridge, this is nav. We have communication with the vehicles. If you could stop the ship. Thank you, Bridge.
I don't know where he is right now. Yeah, we lost everything. Yep.
Somebody did something to turn it back on. They cycled power or something.
I have no idea. I'm still coming up. Yeah, the delta's 25 right now. So if you push ahead, yeah. So if you push ahead, then we should be able to level off. I'm still coming up slowly. All right. All right, I'm all stopped here. I don't see you in the. Oh, there you are. Okay. Tilt up. I'm not going to see you. Yeah, we're in the. So you can go into auto depth once we're at a decent.
So we'll get Jeff and Rick together and try to figure out why that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to go near the bottom until.
Yeah. And
We're a.
We have one turn that happened.
The,
The tether's good though, right?
Sort of unpredictable if you got a power failure, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I guess just use the comms for it to make sure the tether's good.
the turns should stay the same, right? I don't know. That's a question for Andy on if the turns reset.
on the GUI, yeah.
I don't think they do, but they might.
Well, of course, if whatever the vehicle did while it was off, you don't get no clue.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably didn't go spin, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably not. Copy. Thanks, Andy.
So
Okay.
that means we probably have a turn.
Right. It means when we came up, we swung out. Yeah.
You swung the wrong way.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So how do we look right now? Do we have any damage on the vehicle?
I haven't looked, so I was looking for configuration. I think we'll have to.
I'm just gonna look with pilot cam here.
Yeah. And then somebody looked at.
So we gave him a little update and said that as soon as we knew what was
let's
going
check
on,
the
we'd let
tether.
them know
Swing arms look good.
more firmly. So shoreside scientists listening, our ROV is back up and running, but we're just going to run a couple of tests, and we would like to do that off bottom to ensure the safety of the vehicle. So we're going to be up here in the water column for a bit. So just bear with us.
It's not light enough. Let me turn on some lights back there.
What was on running? Were you sampling or anything?
Yeah, we had the hydraulics going.
Yeah.
Had hydraulics going. Were you thrusting really hard in the lead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had hydraulics full tilt.
Yeah, hydraulics were high.
Thrusters going pretty hard. Very high. You might have just tripped the motor saver. You might have asked for too much. I haven't seen that before, other than in the pool. We did it once in the pool, but with a completely different motor saver with completely different settings.
I mean, the current we had going, he was putting a lot of thrust down to stay where he was, and I had the hydraulics up pretty high. We had just stowed the hydraulic. I hadn't. Yeah, we had just stowed the arm.
So it wasn't much pressure.
And
I much flow required at that point.
Yeah. Well.
I was close to starting the arm.
Oh, okay.
I hadn't quite stowed it, but I mean it's right where
You were doing the shoulder though,
I was doing
which uses a lot of. which uses the most flow.
So
that's fine.
Like for each set of thrusters, what percent do you think you were giving?
Vert's probably 85.
Okay.
Lats, nothing axial. Lats. No, sorry, no. No, I was pushing forward slightly, maybe 30.
80 down, 30 ahead, and you were sampling.
And lateraling a little.
I saw the axials just like 30 seconds before we went off. It was more than half.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, there you go.
So 60, 100, or 80 down, 60 ahead, and maybe a small amount of lateral.
Yeah. Let's make sure we're not.
I mean, it could have been a lot of lateral.
What was Sirius doing? Were you changing
Yeah,
the heading of
it could have been.
Um,
Yeah, it could have been a lot of lateral then. I mean, I was, I wasn't looking at numbers.
Well, if you're asking for a lot, I'll look and see what the motor saver settings were at. But we've asked for a lot from these motors and haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
Can you go to the top side page? Render looks good. Motor savers. Reasonable. It's a big imbalance.
oh, between the phases?
Knowing the thruster values would be useful, but I don't think we can do it while we're on the bottom. We'll have to do it tonight.
So what do we want to do? Proceed?
I don't see anything that would keep us from going back down. I'm going to go talk to engineering and see if something happened with their stuff. Everything looks okay. 4.8 kilowatt, 2 mega ohm. It's totally reasonable. Could you go to the D2?
It never matters. Nobody even notices it.
And then motor thruster page. Okay. D2's got good subsea voltages.
I think we need clearance from Carl before we go back down.
Yeah.
Can you push forward a little bit? Yeah, you're good.
Do you want me to go find him?
Yeah, maybe.
We've had a lot of down and a little forward and been like moving the arm, but I've never been pinned with currents crazy or something.
Yeah, so he had a lot of current coming from his starboard side that wanted to spin him around. So I feel like he was probably giving a good amount of lat too.
Were you on a base or?
It's on a hill like this, and the current was coming right down.
It was coming from the side.
Yeah, actually, it was coming from the side, so it was lateraling right, pushing forward,
And down.
I didn't know how much it was.
Earlier, we were getting free falls. The pressure, we had a few perspectives for max out.
Yeah, that's just the thruster.
Okay. Do you think you can safely continue without asking for as much from the motors until we see log files? That's to me that's the concern. If we're just going to put ourselves back down there and have us get into a situation where you're going to be full tilt crank on this down.
Hi all, this is EX1605L1. We're back online.
Maybe I don't know this. I didn't know the scenario obviously.
The current is probably the roughest I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, then it's an unsafe amount of current. That's a reason on its own. But you need to talk to that guy.
I mean, we were flying, so okay. It's just a little better than we had full down.
I went to the power room with
What?
Okay, so shoreside participants, we've heard an update, and
yeah.
50 meters off
the ROV was exerting a little bit too much force, too much thrust in the current, and was pulling a little bit too much power.
Oh, I don't know where it was.
And so we're not sure whether we're going to be able to sample anymore because we don't want to exert that much power and that much thrust.
Okay.
So we can either, it seems,
total
move
of about
forward
16 meters move with the ship.
and not sample, or
if the current remains that high.
yes, which will probably be the case as we're moving up the ridge.
Right.
But there's no button to
So we're going to continue
it, so-
asking for samples, but if the pilots do not feel comfortable collecting at that point in time, we're going to have to go with that, of course, because the safety of the vehicle is of paramount importance.
We'll sit here for a minute.
Just according to that manipulator manual.
Maybe. It's, yeah. I'm just thinking if we should figure this out before we reach the bottom again. Oh, Chris has got it. Okay.
Well, the manipulator's parked reasonably well, right? So if we just, we could even just not use it at all if we can't figure it out, right?
Okay. Yeah, they're looking at the manual too. Yeah. All right, so we're stretched out, really tight in the current. I guess we should start down.
Hit index.
No.
It's it under here.
Ready, Carl?
Yeah. Just gonna give it a few seconds. Maybe we can restart it. There we go. Yeah, I'll put hydraulics back on and I'll just repark it. Make sure it's good. Make sure we can use it while we're stable here. Okay, I'm coming on. So close. Cool. Okay, the craft is good. Just have to get it out of its calm fail mode. Okay.
Thanks for the relief, Chris.
At least it happened right when he dropped the rock, not just before.
Yeah. So we've got the rock.
Okay, so delta's 20. That's just the current pushing me down, I guess, because.
Or the rock pulling you down.
I don't know. So we're going to come down kind of perpendicular to the slope. So I guess we want to keep you with a pretty good altitude.
Yeah. Well, the altimeter is reading.
Oh yeah, 60, 70.
So.
I guess I could. I think the current's kind of too strong for me to back up here and get in formation.
Oh, okay.
Well, I could try.
Okay, so you want to do that before we go down?
Yeah. So you still have auto head on. See, I'll come under you, and we'll still be far away from the ground, and then we'll turn together to face the hill, and then we'll descend together.
Right. So I don't just... Okay. You
can just stay there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to back up till I... Back up till I'm in your fisheye. You can track me. Can you zoom in more on high pack nav?
10. Okay. Yeah. I was trying to get that exact depth of D2 because it looks like it didn't get recorded from the ROV position.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking it's like, well, you already have it locked, so.
So there I am in fisheye.
Yep.
Okay. Is your camera pointed? Can you point your camera straight down?
Come into vertical.
Okay. So then I will... Is there a particular way I should go? Guess not. Go this way. So I'm lined up. And push out. There I am.
Seems like the delta depth is more than is...
Yeah, I'm coming up. I'm not sure why it's so large.
I mean, it seems like... I mean, my guess is that the two parascientifics aren't reading the same.
Yeah.
I was thinking that earlier, too. It looked like it was more of a delta depth than it really looked like on the video. But I mean, our tether's not much more than 30 meters, right? Got like a 35-meter tether, and we're showing almost 30 meters of delta depth. That doesn't seem possible.
Well, I am getting yanked around a lot, so.
Oh, okay.
We're looking pretty close on high pack. I mean, of course,
Yeah.
you know how they jump, but it's looking right on top of each other.
I'm still in fisheye. I'm trying to come forward. It's against the current, though, which is my trouble. So
Yeah.
I'm 80% ahead and not really making much progress.
Well, we could start down because as we get close to the bottom, presumably there's less current.
Well, I don't think we want to start down with me right below you, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't really do this. Look how 90 ahead, and I haven't moved in your fisheye at all.
Actually, if you bring the delta a little less, I can do better.
Hi guys, do we still have the ship on the line?
Can you move your camera back so you're straight down?
You do. We are here. Can you hear us?
There I am.
we go.
Yeah. I think I am straight down.
We can, thank you. We just want to make sure that we
Well, I meant backwards.
still had you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just giving the RV guys a little bit of time to get settled again, and I think we're going to start to move back towards the seafloor now.
Great, thank you.
So I tilt forward.
Yeah, I get to about 45 degrees.
$55.
So where's... Okay. So delta 20.
Okay, I'm at 45.
Okay. Oh, you're getting pulled around a lot by the tether.
I actually think that by the ship. But
yeah, or by the ship. Yeah.
Whoa, that's got to be the tether pulling me, spinning me, right?
Yeah. Okay, so you've lost, you'll come back to me, I guess. There I am. Do you want to change your auto head over to where I am? Just follow me around where it wants to be. And actually, we do want to...
I could try. It's not... I mean...
Yeah. No, change your set point to more southerly. No, the other way.
Oh, but then I'll be away from you. Okay, I see.
Yeah. And then I'll follow, I guess. Yeah, so I'm lateraling also.
But that's away from the current, right? Isn't that...
But we have to line up south to find the ground. That should be good. I'll see if I come into view now.
Got you on the fisheye.
Yeah. Delta's still 20. Trying to come over.
Boat drill.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I guess come back to me. I'm 80%. Oh, okay. Okay, so my altitude's 60. If we come down this way, we should be facing the hill roughly. Do you want to try this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Facing south together? Okay, so if you start coming down, I'll keep the delta at 20 or so.
Coming down. $10 meters a minute.
Okay.
Should I go faster, slower?
No, that's good. Okay, delta's 20. Okay, you're starting to get to me. I'll start coming down a bit. My altitude's 41. I've got ground ahead of me on sonar. Delta 19. Delta 20, still fairly centered in your camera. Altitude 24. I'm going to sidle to port a little. I see the ground is more to port, which agrees with the high pack. If you want to change your heading.
Just follow you?
Yeah, just keep me centered. There's ground. That's perfect. Okay, Delta's 25. I'm getting a little ahead. You can keep coming.
Still coming down.
All right, for those of you online with us, we are getting close back down to the bottom. Looks like we're landing back in that carbonate crust, which is extensively fissured. We'll give them some time to get everything straight before we start moving.
Yeah, I want to move Sirius closer to me. I guess it's about 160. Maybe 30 meters.
Copy that. 30 meters at 160. Bridge nav. Can we get a ship move of 30 meters at 160 at 0.2 knots?
Bringing the winch to a stop.
Okay. Great.
Good copy.
I think while they were taking that sample, they messed with the swing arms a bit to get better light. Trying to find out what happened.
So are they deployed?
Oh yeah, I think if you turn on the hydraulics, you can do both the upper swing arms up. Looks like they faced one in.
Upper swing arm up. I don't know where I'm looking.
So the upper starboard, if you look in Mini Zeus, is on the. So it's starboard, I think.
That was port.
So you look at the top left camera there. The right ones are aimed back at the camera.
Oh yeah. So upper swing arm left on this one?
No, upper swing arm
sorry,
up.
Upper swing arm up.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay.
That's very good. Thank you.
So I can shut things off?
Yep. Sometimes they aim them back in to light up right in front.
So, update is we have about 3 hours left on bottom and about 350 meters to go to waypoint 1.
Okay.
Back on it.
Okay, Nav, can you zoom my sonar into something a lot less than 150?
Yes, you 20. Oh wow. See how that looks.
It's probably good.
Yeah.
So yeah, uphill still, but we're on faced.
Follow that fissure.
And Sirius is on the move, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I guess, yeah, note in the log and drop a target that ROV is back on bottom.
Copy. We have 15 meters left in this move, but we can always extend it if you want to.
Okay. Watch lead, this is pilot.
Go ahead, pilot.
Yeah, sorry for that delay.
Do not apologize, first of all.
I think you were briefed that the currents were so strong that we actually tripped off the topside power because we drew so much current holding the vehicle down to take that sample.
Yeah, Jeff came and spoke to us and gave us a detailed rundown. So we know to ask if we see something, but you have every right to tell us if you can't.
Sounds good. So we are we're back on the bottom, about on the ridge, and Sirius is on the move. So we'll just keep heading uphill, and let me know what you see, what you want zooms on.
Sounds great.
It's looking pretty barren here to me.
Yeah, and I think as we're only at 350, we're about halfway in the amount of ground we want to make. So I think unless we see something really spectacular, let's try and cover some ground now, I think.
Okay.
Please. You're not allowed any more rocks.
Nope. Full up on rocks. So yeah, Nav, once that moves over, we'll just make sure we're clear ahead and just do another one right away.
Copy that.
What's the general, what's the exact direction to the peak?
Any chance we could look at that coral to the right?
Yeah, it doesn't match, but it hasn't been matching, but if it does right now, it is 177.
Okay.
Co-pilot, could we reposition Mini-Zeus?
We'd like to look at that coral.
You have a chance.
Dead ahead when you do.
Could be just a dead Acanella, but maybe just a quick snap zoom.
Pointing down like 160 towards the bottom.
The way we're going.
Yeah, I mean, according to y'all. And like directly down between the skids.
I'm not looking at the right screen, I don't think. Where do I see it?
It's the very upper left screen.
Yeah.
Okay, video I've set down for this coral.
Okay. Ready for zoom?
I am ready.
Zooming in. Holding here. Zooming in further.
I guess we'll get this part. I'll try to spin in a minute.
Okay, so this coral, there's quite a little community going on here. There's some hydroids, there's some squat lobsters, there's some gastropods. And it looks like just a skeleton of Acanella, the isidid we've been seeing quite a lot of previously. The gastropods are likely cleaning up the skeleton of any tissue left over.
Do you have any more zoom video?
You got a little more.
Okay, I center up this gastropod.
Okay. Bridge nav.
These gastropods. There we go.
Okay.
Oh boy. It's kind of a dynamic situation.
Those look like trochid gastropods, and they're definitely feeding on this coral, which is dead,
that's
and
right.
pretty much just a skeleton.
Do what we can.
Let me see what all the
Bridge
that's great, pilots. Whenever you want to move on, we are more than happy to do so.
Could we get another 30 meter move at 160 at 0.2 knots? Okay. Videos. Oh, actually, we got it lined up now. Well, now I'll zoom in more. It's full zoom.
Nice. Okay, I'm wandering off. Let's go right.
Zooming out. Full wide.
Thanks, video.
Good copy.
So we're going along at 160?
Yes.
All right.
Stand by. So should we make the official bailout plan just at 270 then, so that's straight west because of the current?
Oh,
instead of due north.
I don't think that's a good idea because we might wind up on the east side of some structures.
Yeah.
I think it's better to keep it with north.
Due north.
Yeah, because the ROV will go that way, the ship will go that way, and we'll stream out.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's an interesting thought I hadn't really thought about doing that.
Okay, Bridge, we just talked about it. We're going to keep it at due north at 0 degrees right now.
It's just amazing how little life we're seeing here. And that's likely because anything that would settle is just being scoured off by the extremely strong currents in this area. Our ROV guys were saying they were doing nearly 100% on their thrusters, and they think the currents are about 3 knots, which is extremely strong. And it just means that the life here probably can't cope.
Now, can you also zoom Sirius to, I think, 80 meters on the center?
Those 2 large corals we just passed are likely isodids. Again, the same one we've been seeing for most of this dive, Astanella.
Hold on, sorry about that.
I think they zoomed them out for safety. When they
yeah. Probably should have caught that earlier, sorry.
And we still appear to be in that area of carbonate crust. The orthogonal faulting that you see, so basically the faulting that's running at right angles to each other, is indication that there's been a lot of faulting here.
For the whole high back. Just want to see where we are.
So
see the waypoint?
It's sort of telling us that the Marianas has been or is now still experiencing extensional tectonism.
Oh yeah, we still have a ways to go.
It's about 350 meters.
Yeah, and it's all fairly rushing in kind of a flatter part, so it kind of steepens up.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. This is a pretty good pace. I'm moving ahead without being swept away.
Look at that on Sirius. Look at that fissure.
I mean, as a biologist, that's pretty interesting too.
That is cool.
We still have 3 hours on bottom.
We can zoom on it if you want.
On the fissure?
Sure.
No, I mean, no, we don't really need to. Just, no.
I mean, we could zoom on Sirius as well as
keep driving. Yeah. I'm just being happy back here, but, keep driving.
Let's look for biology here.
Sure.
Just kind of floating.
And holding
So
here.
just some more Ferrea sponges within that fissure, on the walls of the fissure.
Okay, I'll work up the fissure a bit.
But again, it's all very, very bare here.
Yeah, the sponges are hiding down a couple feet below the rim.
Yeah. Oh, wrong one.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
What am I trying to do?
Right,
This one.
Still wide?
Okay, zooming up.
Just those little turns kind of blew me off.
Yep, full wide.
Okay. I don't know what that glare on the port side of the camera is.
It looks like it's off of the temp probe.
Really?
Kind of.
Could be.
There's nothing else there.
So raise your hand if you thought you would have seen this on today's dive. Oh, no one's raising their hand.
We're going to claim omniscience up in the front row.
Just another rock pen off to the left, and some more crinoids within the fissure.
There's a sea star down at the bottom of the screen.
Meh, keep going.